Hi, welcome to Atrocious Gameplay. We are here looking at a video today of one of the most popular decks in the last, or like a year and a half since Team Up has released. It is Old Reliable PIKAROM, a deck that keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. And if you thought that PIKAROM was pushed out of the format right now, out of rotation, let me tell you, SackSack, a wonderful content creator on Twitch in the Pokemon trading card game community, placed 7th place with this exact deck list of PIKAROM the other night at a Hegster tournament. Hegster, if you do not know, it's a wonderful, wonderful tournament that gets held by a guy named Ethan. Very nice kid. I've sponsored their events, helped with prizing. It's very, very great what they're doing, and I love what they're doing, love their sport. It's a very competitive tournament as well, so placing in the top 8 is a huge deal. So let's take a look at this PIKAROM list to see if it's still got what it takes. Remember, if you like the video, you like the list, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. You know where to find the deck list. We'll show it at the end of the video as well. But let's just get into some games. All right, first game going on in. Let's see if we can go for it. Person saying hello. Do I know who this person is? Give them a good luck. Have fun. Starting the Chonker. We have 2 Dedenes in this list. Feel like a lot of the games that I've played so far with PIKAROM and whatnot, I usually get Dedenne to start. But anyways, here we go. I forgot to look at what they were actually playing, but we'll see kind of when they flip over right here. This could be like a version of PIKAROM of some sort. Quite possibly. So we're going to go here. We're going to find our PIKAROM so then we can attach a speed energy to it, see what's up. Go boom. 1, 2. We lose 2 energy switches. That's actually a pretty big deal. Trying to think about what I necessarily want to do here. Probably want to hit the energy spinner. Probably just going to go for a Dedenne right here, sadly. Hate to throw away 2 of our 3 energy switches in the deck. But it looks like we're not going to get turn 1 full blitz anyway because we are going first. We're not going second. So let's just see if we can set up just a little bit more in terms of the different things that we got going on. We do have a switch right here that's really nice. Boltund as well. We can use Boltund. I don't really want to use a switch of the sort. I would rather just attach research for like Coco or something. I could Marnie, depending on their turn 1 hand. But I could use Electrify if I really wanted to go down to it. I could just go ahead and use Electrify next turn. We'll just have to see. We'll pass. See what our opponent does with this Zapdos list. I assume that this is PIKAROM. Zapdos especially losing the E-Power, losing the Thunder Mountain. It's looking like a Salamence list. Okay, so this is the early kind of variations of what Salamence VMAX was with the lightning energies and such. Zapdos could be a pretty decent attacker in this list. It definitely loses Thunder Mountain, and it definitely loses a lot with E-Powers being gone because now it only has a cap of 80, or I guess even 90, if you attach something like a Vitality Band on. But even then, it's hard to reach a lot of those numbers now that, especially E-Power specifically, is gone. But okay, they're going to Marnie our hand. Well, that might draw us into something better, I guess, than what we had going. This isn't too bad, to be honest, because we can Quick Ball, get that energy away. We, again, do have 1, although if we use a Quick Ball, we shuffle up the deck. So unless we like Top Deck energy switch, we might not be able to hit it. But there's the Evil Admonition Hoopa. Decent attacker, especially if we're using a whole bunch of different things. They've got that ping right there. Salamence VMAX, though, does a lot of damage, 240 specifically. So the Zigzagoon pings are relevant because they're going to want to get past the big charm that we play. We play 2 big charms in this list, so we'll see how that works. But we'll even see if they're able to. They're probably going to use the 10 damage, the Thunderous Assault. Yep, even though they can't switch. they're only doing a little damage. You never know if that damage is going to actually be relevant. So might as well use the crushing hammer. It fails, that's fine. We're going to go here. I think I might grab Crobat because Tapu Koko is prized. I might actually go... No, I gotta go Crobat because I gotta get this Dedenne out of the active right now. So we're gonna lay you down. I'm going to attach to you. We're gonna hope to... I maybe should have kept that, but I think that we can stay a little bit longer. We do have this E-switch here. We also have this boss's orders. We may try to use the boss's orders, bring up like the Salamence. That might be a good idea to try to stall out a little bit, because what I'm thinking of is they may just like attach retreat into Jirachi, so now they would have to use even more to get that guy right there. So maybe we can stick him a little bit, but we'll just go ahead and pass. We will have the attack next turn, assuming that we don't get a Marnie or a reset stamp or something. We know that they play Marnie, so they could Marnie us here. We'll see what happens. We do have the combination to be able to take a knockout right here, though. Powerful energy. They could use the swoop across. 30 damage to each Pokemon, which would do 50 to Dedenne. But this is good because, well, actually, no, they can't use swoop across. This isn't like a triple acceleration or anything like that. I can't remember. They are going to play Marnie. Okay, so 2 straight Marnies. Unlucky. Okay, we do have a radar, we do have research, we do have ways to just draw Pokemon. We have no more Dedennes, so I don't even think research is that good of an idea. We might as well just Big Charm, attach research. Going into the Jirachi here, probably looking for like an evolution of some sort. They're playing Turbo Patches. This is a pretty blinged out list, by the way. Although this is not a promo Jirachi, so I'm just kidding. Just messing around. Play with what you want to play with. I used to think like, oh, you know, I'll just like not play max rarity stuff, but some of this stuff looks really good. Like, I love this art compared to the regular Dedenne. So just play what you like playing with. So Turbo Patch fails. I would imagine that they were trying to possibly get like a swoop across or something. They're going to do another 80 damage right here. And so we've already used up boss. Another research right there. I don't really like that, but I think we're going to hit a switch off of this. So, hope for the best. We did not hit for a switch. We only have one Crobat. So, it looks like I'm just going to be sitting here once again. We do have Boltund here. Boltund does a lot of damage, but I think we're just going to have to Quick Ball. Let's get rid of the Yell Grunt. Find out what's in here. We have Eldegoss here. I think we could have saved the Quick Ball for Eldegoss, so then we could have gotten boss's orders back and just taken a knockout next turn, but maybe we force them to Marnie us again on this. But we're just going to chill here. We're just going to sit. Hopefully if they do knock us out, we do have an advantage in this matchup, mostly because of this weakness right here. But yeah, they're just going to hit right there, and we're going to knock out this Salamence. So we will attach right here. We will Eldegoss to bring back the boss. Go ahead and gust this guy up. There's no Absol on the field, so we're just going to retreat right here. And I think because of like the weakness and all that stuff, and we have another energy switch in the deck, it is possible. No, it's not possible that we can Tag Bolt next turn. I'm thinking we maybe full blitz to the active. They have no way to knock out. We can take a couple extra prizes. I think that this is an okay play, and then we'll just spend our time manually attaching right here. Hopefully we get a Tapu Koko eventually. There's a Swell, there's a switch. No Koko yet, but we don't need Koko too much at this point. This Pikachu Zekrom is safe. Disregarding 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 abilities. That definitely does not do enough damage. So we're looking pretty good in this game against Salamence VMAX. Let's see how it turns out. They need to definitely get a Salamence this turn. We do have one more boss in the deck, so if they were to put like another Salamence down, attached to it, spend resources, maybe more Turbo Patches, we would definitely probably win out the game because we could just spend the rest of the time, you know, attaching to the PIKAROM, or I'm sorry, attaching to the Choo-Choo. Now, one could argue that maybe Instead of attaching to a choo-choo, we could go to like a Boltund, which I don't know if Boltund is honestly the best idea at this point. But here's Coco. Here is a 1 energy coming right here. So they can't use Turbo Patch now. They cannot use energy switch to move like 1. I think energy switch, is that just basic energy? Yeah, it's only basic energy. So they couldn't even move that from over here to over here. So their best play at this point is to come at us with the Zapdos. And so unless we like top deck a boss, this is going to be really, really interesting, because if they, let's say, go, ooh, they're going to boss and try to catch something in the active at this point. The choo-choo, that's fine. We do have a switch card here. I mean, it's their best play at this point right now, I feel like. Reset stamp, so they're going to stamp us to 4. Okay, that makes it a little bit more annoying, but we do have two energies in the deck. We do have a lot of switching outs and speed energies. I totally didn't think about speed energies at first. We have a lot of those. Here comes Zapdos doing some chip damage, which is fine. We will go ahead and attach the speed energy right here. Yeah, we're going to attach speed energy right here. Marnie, research. I think we're going to go ahead and Marnie. We're going to stop their hand a little bit, draw some more cards. And look at that, there's a switch, energy switch, all that jazz. We're going to go here. Yeah, we're going to go here. And then we are going to Tag Bolt Plus. I'm wondering what I should Tag Bolt Plus, because I can't KO a Crobat. If I do chip damage here, then that means there's less that I need for the Choo-Choo. But I gotta hope that they just, like, don't have a KO at this point. So I'm wondering, I think maybe Jirachi might be the best play, especially because we have boss right now. So we go ahead and hit this Jirachi. Now they have, like, no draw support going on. Maybe that's the best play, I don't know. There's Coco right there. Could have saw you earlier. They don't have reset stamp in hand, which is really nice. They could get it again. No doubt about that. But yeah, they're just going to scoop. We were very, very far ahead in this game. They had no way of setting up, really. I'm assuming that their hand was pretty much dead. But that kind of speaks to the strength of SackSack's build of this deck. We'll do one more game, and then we will show off the deck list. Again, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow us on Twitch. The Twitch link is down below under my camera at the very bottom of the screen. We stream on Twitch pretty much 5 days a week. I do not actually want to go first. Yeah, I don't want to go first. We went first last game. Let's see what happens when we don't go first in the next game. So we have Crobat here. Not the greatest of hands. We definitely don't like seeing this draw supporter right here. We would have loved that to be like a PIKAROM or something, even Tapu Koko. So we're facing a Turnitus. Turnitus, one of the most dominant decks in the format, most would say right now. So we're going to be up against one of the best decks. So let's see if this deck can hold up. So let's see. They do get the turn 1 attachment, which is a big deal. They can't use Collect, though. They still got to move this guy out of the active and find a Dark City. But hopefully this Crushing Hammer gets some value. We'll get away. If this hits heads, that'll be the bee's knees. But I'll be ready to research this hand, I think. I think I'll want to be able to get rid of as much as possible. And then their turn is just going to end. Hit heads, forehead. Nope, just kidding. I think I'm going to put the Big Charm here because that might help with the math a little bit for the next turn. We're just going to go ahead and research. I would like to draw way more cards. We do get a PIKAROM right here. We do get this Quick Ball right here. So we're going to Quick Ball away 1 energy. We are going to grab a Dedenne because we want to draw more cards. We're going to attach right here. We have... I don't want to Energy Spinner too many things away. I don't think I want to Energy Spinner at all. Don't think I want to Reset Stamp either. Just double check. What do they grab off the different things? Great Ball had the Eternatus hiding, drew some cards off Crobat, so they haven't really revealed to us anything in their hand that is of value, so might as well just go into Dene at this point. And we don't get an energy switch, sadly, but we do get a switch. We do get the opportunity possibly to go, do have the opportunity to just sit back, relax, and hope that we don't get knocked out, essentially. I mean, that's what it at this point is going to come down to. So I think I'm going to quick ball away. I think I'm going to quick ball away research, to be honest, to grab Coco. And then use Dance of the Ancients. We do have this radar right here to be able to grab other things. So I'm going to Dance of the Ancients now before it becomes too late. We do have the speed energy here for next turn. I hope that this Crobat lives. It wouldn't surprise me if it didn't, but I hope it does. And we're just going to have to pass it away. I don't want to use the radar right now because I want to attach the speed energy and draw to maybe find some things to throw away. We're ideally probably going to grab the Choo Choo, and we're going to grab the other Dedenne so then we can draw. Here's a Sableye. Sableye, a good card in this deck. Free switch into Eternatus. All they need is an energy, or they're going to start adding Zigzagoon pings here. That makes the most sense in my opinion, adding the Zigzagoon pings. Going to be able to draw Crobat for 5 at least. Oh, they're going to put Crobat. They're probably just going to grab Crobat back out. Yep. So then they can draw more cards. They use up their Pokemon communication. Again, they just need an attachment and a way to switch. They have multiple switching outs with like Dark City, with Scoop Up Nets, and with the Capture Energy. Capture Energy, a very, very good card in my opinion, because you get to do more stuff. And there we go. There's the switch. There's the boss's order on the PIKAROM. It looks like they're going to be taking a knockout. I don't know how we come back from this game, to be honest. We already popped Coco. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the good thing was to go first, because then we would have had an opportunity to be able to do this. But I mean, this is a really tough. This is a really tough game. Really tough game. Great job by my opponent. Probably played that pretty much ideally for the most part. I guess we're gonna have to get rid of a radar and an energy. Grab you and you. Try to just find what we need. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna attach the speed energy. We're not gonna be able to attach this turn unless we absolutely draw the bee's knees. We can go find a Boltund right now. Boltund might be something that we try to use. How many E-switches am I down? I might want to try to go ahead and use E-switch, like switch into the Boltund Dedenne to go ahead and use Electrify. That might be a play that we should make. So I'm going to try to go for that play. We did hit a couple things, including a Marnie. I think we got to go ahead and do the Marnie because we just need more. And look at that. This is not looking good for us at all. We do have a thing right here, and honestly, I think I might just scoop this game. I mean, we don't have anything going on. We do not have much of anything. This deck, Eternatus, does play usually 3 or 4 bosses, so at any point, probably the way that this deck has the ability to draw, they can go ahead and just grab another boss. There's a Crobat for 4. If this is like Azul's list that plays Pokegear, there's a boss right there. That is going to be a GG's. Just find boss and win. I think with those 2 games that we played, I think probably because Eternatus is so prevalent, we've seen it dominate so much. I think maybe going first is the better idea. You do have the ability to go second, but especially now that we don't have like Thunder Mountain and stuff. Alright, so for those of you that want to see the list, here is the list done by SackSack in the Hegster tournament. You do have the opportunity. We kind of moved away from the 1 Vikavolt because of the ability of Boltund of not only using Electrify, so if you whiff that turn 1 or turn 2 full blitz, maybe like your Coco's Prize or whatever, Electrify can help you get energy spread out around the field. We didn't get to use it today, but just know that is a very, very good option. And then also Bolt Storm is also really, really good, especially when you have things like E-Switch in this deck. You know, you accelerate energies onto, the Choo Choo on the bench. You have energies on that PIKAROM. Maybe that PIKAROM got slapped, so you're like, I'm probably not going to use that PIKAROM anymore. I'm going to be switching into stuff. If you have the opportunity to take out something maybe a little bit squishier, maybe take out a VMAX with the Boltund, all you have to do is do an attachment energy switch from PIKAROM over to the Boltund, and boom, you get to use Bolt Storm. You have possibly 1, 2 on Boltund, you have 2 more on PIKAROM, and then you have 3 more. Wait, 2, quick math. Okay, so you have 7 energies on the field, so that's 220 damage without the Vitality Band that's in this list, which would make it 230, or any other type of thing. So that could definitely finish off a VMAX, especially if you hit into with a full blitz, because that would be like 370, 380 HP. So you could definitely do a lot of flexible stuff. Maybe if you have a slow start, maybe you start Vikavolt, you can go in with Vikavolt. Vikavolt is a good option. Item lock is very prevalent. It is very good. That's why like Seismitoad ran around. That's why Isaiah Bradner and Pog played 2 Vikavolts. This is a very, very cool list. Also has Team Yelgrunt. I think that's more for the Eternatus matchup. We could have done that in the Eternatus game. I can't remember exactly if we had it in the hand at the time that we could have used it, and that could have helped us out a lot. It definitely would have helped us out a ton, especially in the Eternatus matchup. But as a one of, I'm not 100% sure if it's really meant for that, or if it's just meant for anything that kind of attaches just like 1 at a time or something like that. But, and just in the short time that I was able to do it, we got 1 win in this video. I got 6 wins within a span of probably like 8 games. So this is it's a very, very fun deck. A lot of people could probably build it because it is PIKAROM. The stuff isn't super expensive anymore. Like, I don't think the DAA goes for a lot on the terms of the market value. Crobat definitely goes for a ton. Don't get me wrong about that. But like Boss's Orders has a non-hollow print that you could probably get pretty cheap. So I think most of everything in this list is pretty cheap, and a lot of you probably have it already if you've been playing PIKAROM for a while. So definitely go check out this list. I will link SackSack's Twitch link in the description if you want to go check out his content. He's a very good Twitch streamer. He's a very good player. Highly recommend it. We've rated him before and stuff like that. And Decklist also, as always, Decklist, the copy and paste bin will be in the description as well. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video of PIKAROM. I don't think PIKAROM is dead. It is definitely not as strong, but I do think you can do some creative things like SackSack has done to be able to have some really good finishes and catch a lot of people off guard with an archetype that has been around for so long. But remember, we're not very good at video games, but hope you have a fun rest of your day. And yeah, hope you enjoyed Labor Day weekend.